When he found out that she was serious, that she wasn't going to give him access to her body for the 5th round of sex on this particular night, he ran outside, took an iron garden rake and ran back inside and hit the lady over the head with the rake. She ran outside and he chased after her. When he caught up with her, he stabbed her in the neck from behind and then slit her throat. Guys, the wars keep happening every new day that comes. Today I bring to you another tragic story. The story of the gruesome murder of a 36-year-old woman, Precious Pinky Yeni, from South Africa, just because she refused to continue having sex with her boyfriend after 4 rounds. Can this man's actions be termed the act of an insane man, or that of a man under the influence of maybe drugs? Is there any reason that could justify such an abnormal and inhumane act? Don't conclude yet, guys. Let's hear the details of what actually happened on that fateful day. Precious Pinky Yeni was a 36-year-old woman who was in a relationship with a 25-year-old Zwakele Fefelo Ngobozi from South Africa. She was living with her sister in the east coast of South Africa, the city of Durban, the largest and most cosmopolitan city in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. When she started dating Ngobozi, family and friends tried advising her against it, especially because of their age difference. He was 25 while she was 36 years old. Guys, as it is most often known in Africa, the 11 years old difference may not be frowned at if the man had been the one that is older in the relationship. But in this case where the lady is the person older by 11 years, most people tend to caution her against it. At her age, she was expected to be dating men who are older and are thinking of settling down very soon. But she was in love, and with all the promises that were coming out of the mouth of the young man, she threw caution to the wind and gave him a shot. So their relationship blossomed, and after a while she found out she was pregnant. Mr. Ngobozi, the young man, stood by her until she gave birth to their baby. 2 years later, Mr. Ngobozi had financial challenge because he was unemployed. Seeing how things had become difficult for her boyfriend and the father of her child, Precious, who was still living with her sister, opened up her home for him. He packed in and they started living together as a family. As they were living together, he must have shown threats of violence, but she overlooked them. All the while they were in a relationship, he must have hit her once or twice and had later apologized, promising it would never happen again, and she had forgiven him and accepted him back. And even before she asked him to move into her home, Precious and her sister must have worried about his violent nature, but later consoled themselves with the fact that he would feel grateful that they were there for him in his time of need, and because of that, he would not be violent with her. Also, he wouldn't want to be violent with her knowing that their child is in the house and might see him. 2 months after he packed in, guys, just 2 months, not even 6 months or a year, 2 months of living with her in the same house, of trying to be the good man he promised he would be, of trying not to raise his hands on her, everything came down crashing on this fateful day. They had been consuming alcohol. Precious and her boyfriend Ngobozi had been consuming alcohol on this fateful night together. Then they later went to bed, or rather they went into their room. But around midnight, their loud argument woke Precious' sister, Promise. According to Promise, she was sleeping when she was woken up by their loud argument. She rushed out to their room and saw them quarreling. And it was there she got to know that her sister and her boyfriend had already had 4 rounds of sex. But when he requested for the 5th round, her sister refused and he got angry. Amidst her shout that she was tired, she cannot go for another round, he kept insisting she must give in to him. Promise tried to intervene, but it proved abortive when he ran outside and picked up an iron garden rake. Coming back inside the house, he used it to hit Precious on the head. Precious ran outside in tears and in fear for her life. But guys, Mr. Ngobozi, seeing that she has run away, did not stop there. He chased after her, and when he caught up with her, he tried to strike her again with a rake, but she blocked the blow with her arm and ran again. He was said to have looked around and got himself a knife, and then chased after her with one intent in mind. He caught up with her from behind, and holding her, he stabbed her neck with a knife and then slit her throat. Miss Precious Pinky Yeni lost the strength to fight and slumped to her death on the ground. Mr. Ngobozi had been arrested and was charged with the murder of his girlfriend, Precious Pinky Yeni. My people, This was the sad story of how this young lady, this mother of one, was murdered, was cold-heartedly murdered by the father of her child, the same man she had been forgiven, the same man she had helped on several occasions, the same man she brought into her home so that he wouldn't be left desolate and homeless. I know there are so many questions here. There are so many, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that here? So many had I knowns and had she knowns. So many what ifs and if she hadn't. But none can bring her back to life. So I pray the living learn a lesson from this woman's death by running when you see the signs that are telling you that one day, one between both of you might end up losing his or her life in this battle called relationship or marriage. Remember the wise saying, he who fights and runs away live to fight another day. Let's stop it here for now, guys. Please, what do you think? Let me hear your opinions about this tragic incident in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I make a new video. Thanks for watching, guys, and do have a beautiful day. Bye bye.